Now from Circulus Digital Media, this is Digital Download on Wish TV.
A change is coming to an incredibly common tool in the business and marketing industries. People in business likely know of, if not are reliant on, Google Analytics. And Google announced a replacement for that mainstay. Adjustment doesn't have to be a shock for the business system with the help of Nelson Spade from our sister company at Wish TV. He's the general manager of Circulus Digital Media, full service digital agency. So good morning to you.
Good morning, Drew.
This change is going to affect a lot of people.
It's the latest change and update from Google and its services. Google announced earlier in March, just this month, that Google Analytics as its current state will be sunsetted in the summer of 2023. GA4 is the new talk of the town. GA4 will be taking over beginning July 1st for replacing UA, and then UA 360 will be sunsetted October 1st of next year. When this conversion is triggered, there's going to be a 6-month overlap. So when that time frame hits, you'll still be able to access your old data for 6 months. So it'll be really important to make sure you get that download.
Yeah, nice to ease into
the
change. It's used to help understand the customer's journey, which is an ever-evolving task. We talk about that often on Digital Download. Just how common is this Google Analytics?
So the latest numbers that I was able to find, of all sites in the world that actually track their traffic, about 56% of them use Google Analytics. So it's a very large share of the market for Google. We suspect there's several things at play with Google making this update. First and foremost, Google Analytics in its current form has largely been unchanged for 10 years. So from a tech perspective, it's time for some new fancy features and to re-engage its audience. But we really feel that there's two things mostly at play here. First and foremost, that multi-platform journey is big for marketers. Google's product development team went on record saying that Google Analytics was based upon a really heavily desktop-based journey. And as we all know, users use their phones, their laptops, their tablets, as well as desktops to access data. So a big piece of this is the multi-platform journey. Another piece of this is user privacy. GA4 will not be cookie-based. It also really touts the ability to give marketers a better sense of attribution. That's the fancy word we use to determine why someone originally or first click came to your site or took an action, not the last click, not a retargeting ad or something of that consideration. So really feel like those two things are at play the most.
There will be some people who say don't fix what's not broken in their minds, but you live and breathe this stuff. What feedback are you hearing?
So any change in something that people are used to comes with pushback and skepticism. There's chatter amongst the marketing world that GA4 isn't quite ready yet. I feel like that's a bit unfounded in the fact that the mandatory change is still almost 1.5 years away. A lot of development time for Google's engineers. Google ad reps actually went on record last week saying that GA4 takes some time to get used to. So what that transition looks like, how much education they'll have to do in the market, a bit maybe to be determined. The big takeaway for me, though, is really two things. Google's doing its due diligence to signal now, over 1 year in advance, hey, this is coming, get yourself familiar with GA4 and those types of things. The biggest thing that I had as a takeaway, and it was kind of hidden in the notes of the press release, were that the old instance and the new instance of Google Analytics will work together. So the sooner you involve GA4 in your site, you're going to have an overlap of data and you'll have time to get used to it before you have to know everything.
That would be very helpful, it sounds like. And so would bringing your questions to Nelson. If you have them, you can contact Nelson Spade as part of our digital agency here at Wish TV at contact@circulusdigital.com. That is on your screen right now. We thank you, sir.
Thank you.